Yeah, man. Like he's one of my favorite players of all time. You know what I'm saying? Dr. J is definitely, to me, like for what he, first of all, what he did in the ABA with the New Jersey Nets, or New Jersey Nets, I'm bugging. The New York Nets, because that was on Long Island, you know what I'm saying, when I started, in the '70s, stuff like that. And in the ABA, you really couldn't say anything about Dr. J like that in the '70s. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely like research and look at my videos about the history back in the day. And yeah, man, you really can't say nothing about Dr. J, man. Like there'll be no Jordan, there'll be no Kobe, there'll be no KD, man. It wasn't for no Dr. J, man. And like the thing about it is, man, like he's really underrated. You really got to give him credit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to give this guy credit, man. At the end of the day, especially like he was fighting against the Boston Celtics, Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. He was going against you know what I'm saying? Of course, Showtime Lakers with Magic and Kareem. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see him right there holding that trophy. The way he bust ass. You know what I'm saying, that 1983 NBA Finals against, the Los Angeles Lakers. And man, you got to give him credit, man, because it was not too many people that can beat the Showtime Lakers and stuff like that. There was not too many people at all, for real. Yeah, Aries 23. Yeah, D Wade. Yeah, D Wade. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Aries 23. I mean, yeah. I mean, D Wade is definitely one of the greatest players of all time. I ain't gonna lie. Dominique Wilkins, you know what I'm saying? Like he was on the Hawks. I ain't going front. It was just too bad he never went to the conference finals because the competition back then was crazy. But yeah, this guy Dr. J right here, man. Like, man, this guy he had the up and under. He had the thunderous dunk, especially when he had the big throw and stuff like that. This guy was in multiple all All Star games, the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody remember him from the dunk contest, man. I think it was the first dunk contest in the NBA. I think it was. And you know what I'm saying? He had that free throw line dunk, man. Like, man, you can't say nothing bad about Dr. J, man. Like for real, man. Like he's definitely a pioneer in this game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all young cats out there, man. A lot of young dudes out there, man. Y'all gotta understand how Dr. J really paved the way for a lot of people out here. That's a fact, man. And he'll always be one of my favorite players, man, because he's one of the pioneers and he definitely led people the way, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Next one I'm gonna say, man, this guy, Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq Diesel. A lot of young dudes, like young dudes, young girls, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just see this guy as an analyst on TNT, you know what I'm saying, inside the NBA, all that other stuff. What's good, man, boy? What's good, man? Yo, I'm gonna get to that later, man, boy. Man. I don't get to that. I don't get to that later, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't thinking about that right now. I ain't thinking about that right now, but I'll get to that later. Oh yeah. Before I get to this, before I get to Shaq right now, right? I definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and that's my Cash App, donation. You know what I'm saying? $ capital WILTZ capital STRONG 86. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, what I'm saying, I didn't do this at the beginning, I had other things in my mind, that's my bad. But I gotta salute to the people, what I'm saying, that, basically gave me this platform, what I'm saying, that, that got me on here, man. I gotta salute Ticket TV, T Price, LB, James, Nola, Boy, Sports and News. And I ain't gonna lie, yesterday, what I'm saying, me and James, what I'm saying, me and James was going at it. I ain't gonna lie. Me and James was going at it because that KD, what I'm saying, that KD game, whatever, he messed up at the end of the quarter, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like he's still like a big brother to me. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like he's still we still cool and everything. It was just a big disagreement and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? He's still cool. He's still cool people, man. He's still cool people, man. And LB, you gotta get up to LB, Luda Sports Writer, um, Two Raws for TV. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my boy Will. You know he gonna have some coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have he gonna have a channel. He gonna have his first channel come out soon. Oh yeah, somebody else, man, that got a channel for real. Ant, my boy Anthony. You know what I'm saying? You know everybody know what Ant is. If you on Ticket TV and T Price channel, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know who Ant is. The guy's real loud from Brooklyn and Brooklyn and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I give credit to him too, man, you know what I'm saying? Definitely check out all their channels, man, for real. But anyway, man, back to Shaq, man. Back to Shaq. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. When Shaq was on the Orlando Magic back in the day, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. He was one of my favorite players, period. Cause he always had a monster dunk. He was always shattering the glass, you know what I'm saying, at the games and stuff like that. Like that was cool and everything, man. And I remember for Christmas 1994 when I was in third grade. Like I mean my mom bought me Shaq Fu, the video game for Sega, right? And I remember it was a free CD in that game. Yeah, yeah, Aries 23. Yeah, and has a channel for real. Yeah, he do. Yeah, yeah, I mean, listen to that Shaq CD he had. He had like a little bit. He had like it was like a one song thing though, but like he was saying Shaq Diesel like that. That was when Shaq Diesel first came out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that was crazy. That was way back in the day. Yeah, Aries 23. Yeah, Anthony's channel. I think it's Anthony 17 something. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really don't have his whole channel, like laid out like that. But like all I gotta do is, go, what I'm saying, when you see him on T Price channel or Ticket TV, all I gotta do is ask him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you definitely get his channel and stuff like that. But yeah, this guy Shaq was a beast. Shaq was a beast, man. Like he was dunking on everybody, especially when he came in the league. And I definitely give him credit for what he did when he was on the Orlando Magic. When he was on Orlando Magic, especially when Penny Hardaway came there and stuff like that. They went to the NBA Finals in '95 against the overrated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely know y'all gonna kill me on this, man. The overrated Hakeem Olajuwon. I said it. I said it. And I'm gonna explain myself later on why I say he's overrated. Anyway, when Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets, I ain't gonna lie, they swept them. But at the same time, with Shaq and the young Magic to go to the finals in '95, like you gotta give Shaq his credit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you could definitely tell back then that he was gonna be something special. Not just something special, that he was going to be one of the best in the game. And it definitely showed, like, you know what I'm saying, especially in the late '90s, that he was one of the most dominant players in the game. You know, he had Kobe and everything, but I'm gonna talk about Kobe later. You definitely know that Kobe's on my list. But Shaq, especially that 2000 Lakers team, Shaq was you can't you really can't argue and say that this guy is not the season MVP. He was the season MVP and the Finals MVP. There was no way in the world you could say that Shaq was not that dude, especially in the early 2000s. You couldn't say that. Three times Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? One time season MVP. Even though he did deserve more because he always get mad about Nash. He always get mad about Nash when in '05 and '06. which is crazy to me too, man. Like, why don't give Nash these back-to-back MVPs, man? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense at all to me. So I can see why Shaq be like, he always be talking about that. Like, man, why Steve Nash got to win these back-to-back MVPs when I definitely deserved them. Hey, I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Aries 23, you ain't like Kobe? What? Man, anyway, you know what I'm saying? That man, I don't know Aries 23, but I guess that's you. But anyway, Shaq was one of the most dominant people. Like all you gotta do is turn around, like he had that forearm, boom, dunk, or that little hook shot he have like when he get inside the lane, like man, you can't front on Shaq back then, man. Especially on the Lakers. On the Miami Heat too, but Miami Heat he kind of downgraded because you know what I'm saying, an upcoming superstar like Dwayne Wade, he was on his way and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But when he was on the Lakers, like right here, when he was doing these monster dunks like this, you couldn't front on Shaq. He was the most dominant big man of all time in NBA history. You can never deny anything like that. But that's why he's on my favorite, aka top list. And the next guy I'm gonna talk about, well, actually, yeah, he got four MVP. He got four. Dang, he got four rings, but like three Finals MVPs. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Anyway, on to the next one. My boy AI, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Man, that boy AI, man. Like besides Michael Jordan, he won me. He was the one that made me wanted to play basketball for real, man. When I was in my preteen years, my teenage years. Yo, come on, Sterling. Come on, Esther. Come on, don't play me like that, man. Anyway, man, back to Iverson, man. Yo, there's a reason why many players like KD, many great players, saying that he's the best man in NBA history, pound for pound. This guy was 6 foot, 5'10" in real life, but at the same time, this guy was like, man, this guy had bad injuries and still was cooking. He was cooking, man. This dude was really going off, man. I really gotta understand that, man. Like, yo, man, like I understand, like, oh yeah, he ain't got no ring, he got no ring. But you gotta understand, man, this guy was the 96 to 97 rookie of the year. Rookie of the year. He was doing numbers like Wilt Chamberlain, you know what I'm saying, scoring like like 30, 40, 30, 30 points, 40 points a game, whatever, early in his career. I don't think he had 50, but like he was scoring a lot to be a rookie and to lead the 76ers. He first went to the playoffs in 1999, you know what I'm saying? They lost to who he lost because lost, Reggie Miller and the Pacers and stuff like that. 2000, the same, same thing. But 2001, that was when he became the season MVP. And Iverson just went off. He just went off on everybody. He was like, forget that, man. Like, you got to understand, man. He had, like, who he had on his team? He had Ratliff. Ratliff was on his team. Ratliff was on his team, right? But then he got traded for Mutombo. Mutombo, like, he was a shell of himself. It was good. Andy K was good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, he had a good defensive team. And of course, Larry Brown was the coach of the year. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna take that away from Larry Brown. Larry Brown is one of the best coaches, especially how he worked with Allen Iverson. But at the same time, Allen Iverson really had nobody else that could really score like that on his team. And he still got past the Pacers in the first round in 2001. He passed the Let me see in the second round, the second round, the second round. Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm doing this on top of the head, y'all. So I'm trying to remember. The first round, he got past the Pacers, and yeah, the semis, he beat the Raptors. Vince Carter missed that shot. I ain't gonna lie, Vince Carter, he messed up. If you would, Vince Carter would have made that shot, it would have been the Raptors and the Bucks in the 2001 Eastern Conference Finals. But at the end of the day, he made that. I mean, Vince Carter missed that, but because of their defense and Allen Iverson, heart and will to get them to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they beat Ray Allen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth, and the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals 20 years ago to go to the finals, and and that was the only team the whole postseason that beat Shaq and Kobe in the NBA Finals. That's what I'm saying. You gotta respect this man. This guy's second option was an old Mutombo, an old frail Mutombo, and he led the Sixers for being the only team to go against the Lakers and win one game. Because Shaq and Kobe and the Lakers, they lost. They swept the Blazers. They swept the Kings. They swept the Spurs, but they couldn't sweep the Sixers. Because that first game, Allen Iverson had 48 points. Allen Iverson had 48 points on some real stuff. Yeah, for real, Aries 23, 757. Yeah, you already know, Allen Iverson from VA, Newport News, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you couldn't say nothing about Iverson back then. Like Iverson, like to me, he had the most heart with the most untalented team. People gotta put respect on this guy's name on some stuff. I know everybody gonna say like, oh yeah, but later on he had Chris Webber. When he went to the, what I'm saying, when he went to the Denver Nuggets, he had Melo and stuff like that. But like he was old, like that was like 10 years after he got on the Sixers. So y'all really can't you really can't put that against him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, NEK and Aries 23. I don't want to hear about how Iverson looked good and stuff like that. I don't want to hear that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear all that stuff. Okay. No, I'm saying Iverson was that dude though. You know what I'm saying? I remember that was one of the first jerseys. That was the second jersey I had. The first jersey, of course, was Jordan. The second jersey was Iverson. You know what I'm saying? And like you already know, he definitely did his thing on the league. Like he had the, you know what I'm saying? He had the armband. He had the braids. I wanted braids. That was the first person out. Was the reason why I wanted braids because of AI. My dude AI. I remember I had the answers and sneakers, right? I had the sneakers, I had the answers, and it was like the little bubble, you know what I'm saying, on the sneakers stuff like that. I remember that. I had the A4s when when he had the MVP season in 2001. Aries 23. I don't care if y'all have eyes. I just don't want to hit it. Nah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to say that it's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson, is that dude. He's definitely a role model. But I ain't gonna lie, it's messed up though. And RP to David Stern, it was messed up how they did Allen Iverson in 2004, 2005. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like he basically tried to like Iverson was one of the people that David Stern was like, okay, man, we gotta do things different. We gotta wear suits and stuff like that. They was hating on Iverson's style, man. They was hating on Iverson's style, man. I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all, man. That's crazy. That's really crazy, man. I really don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But Iverson would definitely be one of yeah, he definitely one of the most respected and things like that. And his career high was over 60 points and stuff like that. You gotta give him his just doing the tattoos. You know what I'm saying? That was one part of the reasons. Besides my dad, Allen Iverson had when he had the tattoos. I was like, okay, man, I want to have tattoos too. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put him up there, man. Yeah. Speaking of my dad, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say this before I go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say this. I should have done this in the beginning of the video, but anyway, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, for real, man. Y'all definitely appreciate it. You know, on some real. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, like for a lot of y'all, like it's like this, man. Without having a dad, it's really hard in this world. Especially for a black man. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm grateful, thankful, that my dad, he was always there. He was always there for me. You know what I'm saying? He never quit on me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was never a person that would quit. You know what I'm saying? He would never be a deadbeat, man. So I respect that, and that's why I won't be like that. You know what I'm saying? When I have kids, you know what I'm saying? So I respect that. But all the fathers out there, that's it's very important, man, because some things moms can't teach you, things like that. Your dad, you know what I'm saying? Your dads can teach you the right way, how to be a man, how to be a real man and survive in this world and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate that. So definitely respect. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Much love. You already know. Yeah. I'm going on the next thing on the NBA. My favorite NBA players. Larry Bird. Man, everybody talking about this Luka Doncic. You could say Luka Doncic. You could say Dirk Nowitzki. You could say all that, all you want, man. But there was like there's no racial, no racist, anything like that. But the best white man on the court of all time is this man right here, Larry Bird, man. This guy had a 3-point shot. This guy was what 3 times season MVP, I think it was. It was either 2 or 3 times season MVP. This guy got 3 rings, and he did it against the Moses Malone and the Samson and the Rockets. And he did it against I think Elijah was on that team too. I think, and plus he did it against Magic, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy, and the Los Angeles Lakers, man. So I definitely got to give him credit, man. Oh, for real, Aries 23. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, like me being a New York fan, period. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Boston because you know how that is. It's been a rivalry for years, so you know how that is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to give credit to Larry Bird, man. He was one of the best 3-point shooters. He was one of the best players, period. And plus he won that he won a 3-point competition with a warm up jacket on. And he just put his hands in the air like I'm out of here. He put his hands in the air like I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? So man, you gotta give Larry Bird his credit, man. You know what I'm saying? Except for that time when Dr. J decked him in the mouth. Dr. J, like, forget that, man. Shut all that noise down, man. Like, man, yo, I don't care, man. Like, that's one Dr. J. Dr. J is crazy, man. But yeah, man, Larry Bird, you gotta give Larry Bird that credit, man. For real, he's one of the best ever. For real, man. To me, I don't care what anybody say. So I know what some people going to say, like, oh yeah, who's the best small forward of all time? You know what I say? You know what I say? I say Larry Bird, man. And I know what y'all gonna say. I know what y'all gonna say. And Dr. J is number 2 to me. So I know what y'all gonna say. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that later. I'm going to the next one. Another one of my favorite players, to me, best players that I've seen in my lifetime. It's KD. Yeah. Like for this era, aka for this soft Charmin tissue era, I gotta give it up to KD, man. You know what I'm saying? Like KD, I ain't gonna lie. Like even though he's skinny and frail like that, but at the end of the day, you can't stop this dude. This guy going to like shoot a jumper How can you block him? You can't block this guy. He's 7. Nah, he's 7 foot with a long wingspan. How can you stop this guy, man? You can't do it. You can't do it at all. The only thing is, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, last night, you know what I'm saying, I'll talk about that later, but you know what I'm saying, he was tired. That's what I say right now, that he was tired. But at the end of the day, what he did for the Warriors, what he, even Oklahoma City Thunder, we know how that happened because he had to play against the big three Miami Heat with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Bosh. Like, come on, man. Like, Katie was young, Westbrook was young, James Harden was young. Man, you can't you can't discredit Kevin Durant, man. Kevin Durant, like, he always been ready, man. And right now, as of now, even though he's not in the playoffs no more, to me, he's the best player in the game. Because how in the world can you stop him? He got the 3-point shot, he got the mid range shot, he got the inside drive, he got the free throws, man. He can draw fouls better than anybody. What's good, D Rob? What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, you can't stop this guy, man. And what he did with the Warriors, especially when he went against LeBron, he shot that three in his eye 2 times in a row, 2017 and 2018. Come on, man. You gotta give Kevin Durant his props. I don't care. And like next year, Kevin Durant might win his third ring next year. But that's if everybody's healthy. That's another thing too. Everybody gotta be healthy for him. Everybody gotta be healthy. Period. Because if you don't got your players healthy, you know how that is. But yeah, man, Kevin Durant one of the best players ever. And I already know some of y'all probably thinking like, why you got this guy on here? You got to understand, I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. I've been a Knicks fan, basically a big majority of my life since I was 7 years old. And Sprewell, man, this guy right here, man, he was one of the big reasons why the Knicks had that 99 run, that 1999 run, when he beat the Heat in 5 games. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't even supposed to even beat the Heat. The Heat was number 1, the Knicks was number 8. Like, he was one of the reasons, man. You know what I'm saying? This crazy thing is, before he came to the Knicks, everybody said, "Oh yeah, like y'all basically picked up that guy. Y'all basically picked up that choked PJ Carlissimo. You know what I'm saying? My old coaches, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, on the Warriors and everything like that, man. Like, it's crazy, man. But when he played for the Knicks, he played real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he was like a 2-time All-Star for the Knicks. I think he was. Anyway, he was an All-Star before the Knicks. Anyway, he was for the Golden State Warriors when he had a little fro. But when he played for the Knicks, man, he showed that determination, that heart, that will to get us to the NBA Finals in '99. You know what I'm saying? With an injured Patrick. Yeah, I'm sorry. With an injured Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta give him credit for that. Yeah, speaking of Patrick Ewing, that's the next guy on the list. This guy Patrick Ewing, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, yo, that was when I first became a Knicks fan because I first became a Jordan fan from '91 to '93. Then he retired. I became a Knicks fan in '93 to right now. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Ewing, man, he was going off, man. You know what I'm saying? To me, he definitely deserved a ring, man. But we know why. A lot of y'all out there that be listening on Ticket TV and T Price channel. Y'all know how I feel about that guy John Starks, man. Man, John Starks was the main reason why, man, Patrick Ewing didn't get a ring. I don't care what any one of y'all say, man. I mean, he was top 2 reasons because it was John Starks and Michael Jordan. Them two was the main reasons, man. The main reasons why. The main reasons why, man. Because at the end of the day, you can't beat Michael Jordan. I ain't gonna lie, Michael Jordan, like he was a killer. It was hard to get past Michael Jordan. I don't care. A lot of y'all gonna say, "Oh yeah, he choked and all that stuff," and Reggie Miller did what he did in '95 and went against the Atlanta Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't care, man. I don't care. This guy Patrick Ewing, man, like he was one of the best big men of all time. He had that mid range, like he had that shot, he had that fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, D Rob. Yeah, I remember that. I remember I heard about that. Jordan almost went to the Knicks. You already know D Rob. If Jordan went to the Knicks, yeah, it'll been the wrap. It'll been over. It would have been over. But yeah, man, Patrick Ewing, man, you gotta give him credit, man. He's definitely one of the best big men of all time, and that's why I'm saying like Hakeem Olajuwon's overrated because I know a lot of y'all like, yo, why you keep on going off on Hakeem Olajuwon, man? Hakeem Olajuwon, like, nah, man, like John Starks when he made his threes, game 6 and game 7, man. Come on, man. You would have won that title, man. I don't care what any of y'all think. I don't care any of y'all think, man. I don't care, man. That's real, man. That's real talk right there, man. Got to give it up to Patrick Ewing, man, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, multi All Star. He was in the Dream Team 1992. I mean, he was number 6, Dream Team 1992, going off. You know what I'm saying? And he always had the Knicks in the playoffs, man. Especially in the '90s, he always had the Knicks in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Especially in 1999, he was a big part of the reason why the Knicks went to the finals in 1999 too. He was injured that year, but he still scored over 20 points that series. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about. Like, I was so mad when Chris Dudley, soon Patrick Ewing got hurt in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers in '99. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, oh man. Cause I know what time it was, man. When he went to the finals against Tim Duncan and David Robinson, aka the Twin Towers, who was guarding him? Was it Chris Dudley? A young, skinny Marcus Camby and Kurt Thomas, man. Like, come on, man. Like that's not fair. And like, it's sad, man. Patrick Ewing would definitely be top 10 for real, man. If he never got hurt, man. Like, that's what's so sad about that. But it's all good. But yeah, man, he definitely one of the best. Basically, one of my favorite players. But like if things didn't went wrong, like injuries and other people choking on the team, man. You know what I'm saying? He would have been top 10 for real. You know. And the next person I want to talk about is Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, my godfather, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, he always liked Magic Johnson. I remember he had a poster with Magic Johnson, man. And like ever since then, man, I was like, yo, I gotta see. Like even my dad too, you know what I'm saying? Like, like yeah, Magic they was talking about Magic Johnson this, Magic Johnson that. And I'm like, okay, let me see how he is. Man, Magic Johnson to me, man, the best point guard of all time, man. He was 6'8", 6'9". He's one of the best point guards of all time, man. You gotta give him his flowers, man, at the end of the day, man. And a lot of people want to say, oh yeah, this guy LeBron. Oh, LeBron is the best point guard of all time. LeBron is better than Magic. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because first of all, Magic got his 5 rings the right way. This guy had a ring. This guy won his first ring as a rookie, man. A rookie center, man. When Abdul-Jabbar was hurt, man. Come on, man. I gotta be kidding me with this, man. Yo, Annie K, why you guys talk about Oh yeah, my husband. Why gotta say that, NK? You talking about your husband? Who's your husband? But yeah, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Magic, Magic Johnson, man, like he's one of the best, man. He's like one of the best playmakers of all time. Multi All Stars. This guy got 5 rings, man. Finals MVPs, everything, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he had a deep shot like that, but he still had everybody involved. Like he was the reason why. First of all, his name was Irvin Johnson. But what he did on the court, they call him Magic because the things he did was out of this world, man. Not just that, man. Showtime wouldn't be Showtime if it wasn't for him at the end of the day. 'Cause he did things on the court, man, that nobody ever did before, man. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. And you know what I'm saying? I already know like his thing, his season ended because of the HIV thing and stuff like that. I understand that, man. But at the end of the day, man, what made him so courageous? He still went to that All Star game in 1992, All Star MVP, did his thing, and then went to the Olympics in 1992, man. So he's definitely, no matter what he was going through, you know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson definitely had heart, put everything on the line, man. Oh yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, man, boy, nah, man. I don't put KD over AI, man. It's just that I ain't gonna lie. This is not in order. This is not in order. This is not in order. I'm just saying these are my favorite, aka best players. I think that played in the NBA of all time. It's not in order, except for the last two. All right, the last two is my top two. Period. So I'm gonna put that out there, man. I'm gonna put that out there. All right, let me see the next one, man. All right. Matter of fact, yeah, I say it like this. This is the third best player that I think that played in the NBA. Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. Man, when this guy was on the Milwaukee Bucks, man, you couldn't stop this guy, man. He had that unguardable sky hook shot, man. Like you can't stop this guy, man. You can't stop him at all. I mean, I understand he had Oscar Robertson, but still, man, like this guy, man, like you know what I'm saying? We talk about basketball, we talk about NBA basketball, like you can hate or not, or you can have some type of agenda against this guy, but there's no way in the world you're gonna sit there and say that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is at least not top five. You can't say that. Like he was unstoppable. Like his shots. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely had the sky unstoppable signature shot, the sky hook. This guy had the 'cause like in total he got 6 rings. So he got 6 rings in total. You know what I'm saying? 5 with the Lakers, 1 with the Bucks. At the same time, it's like you can't sit there and say, "Oh yeah, he's not one of the best players." No, you can't say that, man. You can't say that. He had a stoppable sky hook, and plus, this guy got the most points of all time. Stuff like that, man. Like man, you can't scratch that, man. You can't scratch that. You cannot scratch that. So that's why he's on my top, my top three. Um, the second best player, man. RIP to Kobe Bean Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? Besides Michael Jordan, Iverson, and Patrick Ewing, like this guy was already when he had the fro, he was already one of my favorite players of all time at a young age, man. I remember when the first time I had his jersey, was like on the Showtime Lakers jersey. It was like gold, whatever. That was back when I was like 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? That was his second. That was after his second season in the NBA. Like that's how true I am of being a Kobe fan. Like that's how I know how great Kobe was and how Kobe was going to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, man, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of things, yo. It's like I remember when he came in the league. You know what I'm saying? He basically had to, had a short haircut like this with number 8. And I'll never forget, man, the conversations with him and Shaq, man. Like Shaq told him when he missed him air balls, you know what I'm saying, when he was playing with the Utah Jazz. I mean, playing against the Utah Jazz in the NBA playoffs second round. I remember that 1997 playoffs, right? And I remember Shaq was telling him hey, man, like this just beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Years from now, these guys gonna fear you. Keep doing what you got to do, man. I never forget that, man. And then the next year, his second year in the league, man, 1998 All Star game, he was going head to head against Michael Jordan, and that's one thing I respect, man. Like Michael Jordan was definitely his favorite player, and he know he was the best player. But at the same time, he was willing to learn from teaching, man. And you always got to respect that about Kobe, man. Like Kobe and like Michael Jordan, man. Like he basically like said, all right, man, I'm gonna take this guy under my wings, man, and show him the way. And you see throughout his whole career how he did, man. You know what I'm saying? 5 rings, one season MVP. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like 3 or 4 All Star MVPs. I think it was. But yeah, man, you gotta give up to Kobe, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, man, boy. Yeah, yeah. He was. Yeah, he scored 45 points on that Tim Duncan swimming dude. You know what I'm saying? Swimming ass dude, Tim Duncan and stuff like that. I like that, right? But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna say, like, man, yeah, man. He was always scoring. He was scoring like over 30 points. I remember his second, third season, he was going off. Then his fourth season, when he finally went to the playoffs, I mean, went to the finals. Remember that Western Finals against the Blazers? Like he threw that lob to Shaq, man. Shaq dunked that and pointed to the crowd, man. I was like, okay, Kobe on his way. And then Shaq got hurt. Game 4, I think it's the Blazers in the finals, man. And Kobe just start going off, man. Just start going off. I'm like, man, this guy Kobe, man. You know what I'm saying? He really showing everybody that he's really ready. He's really going to be one of the best players in the future, man. And you know, he helped Shaq win that first ring in 2000. In 2001, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he was. I always say this, man. He was. That's when he first became to me. That's when he first became 1A, 1B, man. Like Shaq was 1A and Kobe was 1B. A lot of people want to say, "Oh yeah, Shaq carried Kobe." Like, man, come on, man. You see what Kobe was doing? Kobe was guarding like the best guards, like Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? Even Allen Iverson, like they ain't nobody to sneeze at, man. People gotta understand, man. Trace McGrady, for real, Eddie Retro, man. Yeah, man. 01 Lakers was a problem, man. But that wouldn't happen if Kobe wasn't doing what he was. Kobe was going off, man. He was doing way more than what he was supposed to help out Shaq, man. Yeah, man. And you know what I'm saying? They won the second ring in '01 against Iverson. '02. I personally, I think I know a lot of people like, oh yeah, '02, like, oh yeah, man, Sacramento Kings supposed to win that, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, man, when he went to the finals in '02, man, when he cut his hair, man, when he wasn't Froby no more, man, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, man, like he's supposed to be that finals MVP. I know why, because Shaq played against Tom McCullough. You know what I'm saying? And Tom McCullough, Tom McCullough was gonna do nothing against Shaq. But like that was when I was like, yo, Kobe's really trying to be like the best player on the team. And then not that far from now, Kobe was. And you already know what happened in '04 because that trial he had, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he lost his endorsements and stuff like that. That's when the league started hating on Kobe and stuff like that, man. I ain't like that, man. I'm like, why y'all, especially when he was innocent, man. Like he's innocent and y'all still hating on Kobe. I don't understand that, man. Don't understand that, you know. And I really think like '06 and '07 he should have won season MVP, man, because he had that team, man. You know what I'm saying? He had Kwame Brown, Smush Parker. I mean, Lamar Odom was good, but at the same time, man, like he really carried that team, especially in '06 when he had that 81 points, man. Like, come on, man. Like everybody know Will Chamberlain had 100 points that one time in the '60s, right? But when this guy had 81 points, man, what can you say about that, man? Like that was when everybody saw that. Everybody saw that, yo, this guy had 81 points in the game. I couldn't believe that. I remember I was in college, man, when this happened, man. Like this is crazy. My first year in college. This guy had 81 points. Forced to be reckoned with, man. You already know in 2008, had Gasol. But at the same time, he has injured players like Bynum and Ariza, and that's why he lost against the Celtics in the finals. But '09 and 2010, he showed y'all a new version of himself, the Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying? The Black Mamba came out '09 and 2010, man. Won the back-to-back titles, man. He had a broken finger. He had a messed up finger in 2010 NBA Finals against the big, you know what I'm saying, the super team Celtics, man. Had that broken finger and still won that. You gotta give him his flowers, man. And yeah, he won 2008 season MVP. That too, he had awesome MVPs and stuff like that. But yeah, man, not just that, man. Like the way he moved, his footwork, stuff like that. Like the way he was shooting and stuff like that, man. Like he had a 3-point shot, he had the mid range, inside drive, the dunks. It's like you can't say, man. Like nobody in this world can say, man. Like yo, that somebody else is second to Jordan before Kobe, man. Ain't no way in the world, man. Kobe was the second best to Jordan, man. And it was messed up what they did with Chris Paul, that Chris Paul veto trade. Like Chris Paul was supposed to be on the Lakers. I don't understand why, you know. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into all of that, but you know how that is, man. He's gonna have more than 5 rings, to tell you the truth. Chris Paul was on that team. And not just that, man, like the Achilles he had in 2013, that was real sad because Dwight Howard was there, even though Nash was hurt. Artest was there, Gasol. They lost in the first round because, yeah, man, like everybody knew like that was probably like the end of his career. Yeah, man, but and then 2016, 3 years later, he had the farewell tour, and yo, man, I saw it live, man. I was going crazy. I couldn't believe he scored 60s. I remember what Shaq said. Shaq said, "Oh yeah, I bet you I'm going to score at least 50 points." It's Shaq like, man, get out of here, man. This guy scored 60 points in his last game, man. Like, come on, man. Who does that? Who does that, man? Who scores 60 points in their last game after 20 years? 20th season? They gotta put some respect on Kobe's name, man. Man, R.I.P. to Kobe, man. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like when he passed away in 2020, man, in January, man, last year, man. That I ain't gonna lie, man. I really feel like one of my heroes passed away, man. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot for the game. You know what I'm saying? You always be remembered greatly, man. For real, man. R.P. Kobe, one of the best players of all time. For real. Now I'm going to the last one, man. The clear cut number one NBA player of all time, man. Wait. Hang on. Before I get to Michael Jordan, before I get to Michael Jordan, I know a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all hating ass niggas, man, out there, man. I know a lot of y'all haters out there, man, looking at me like, oh, where's Tim Duncan at? Where's Hakeem Olajuwon at? Oh, where's LeBron James at? You must be out your mind. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna put them people on this list, man. Ain't no way in the world. I understand a lot of people say Hakeem Olajuwon because he had the footwork and stuff like that, the quick spin to the basket, he had the moves and stuff like that. I understand what y'all coming from, but I still feel like, man, that they gave like that gave, but I feel like, man, John Stockton messed that up. Hakeem Olajuwon only had one ring, man. I just kind of think he's overrated, man. That's just me. And Tim Duncan, that swimming dude from the Virgin Islands, man. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna put him on my list. The main reason why, because this guy had the same coach his whole career, man. You might as well say Popovich is a stepdaddy, man. That's a stepdaddy. Every time he said jump, Tim Duncan said, how high? How high? Come on, man. I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I understand y'all want to say Tim Duncan the best power forward and all this nonsense and all that crap, man. But not me, man. Not me. I'm just not doing it. And LeBron James, ain't no world I'm gonna put him on the list because how the world you 4-6 in the finals, man? You 4-6 in the finals, man. You want to talk about you better than Jordan? Talk about 2016 made you the best. 2016 made you the best player of all time. When you basically ratted, you basically snitched. Like you act like you the feds, man. In 2016, got Draymond Green suspended because he called you a bitch. What? I'm gonna respect somebody like that? Ain't no way in the world, man. Ain't no way in the world, man. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to respect that guy, man. I don't care. Now, I know a lot of y'all like LeBron James, but not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Especially we had all them super stacked teams. This guy had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, who else? Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, Rondo. Like, come on, man. I'm not, man. Hey, anyway, enough of that, man. You know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get to all that. But anyway, Michael Jordan. Number one, Michael Jordan, man. Like, this guy, man. This is the same guy that was cut in high school. How in the world the best NBA player of all time was cut in high school, man? Cut in high school. I told you, like, he never gave up, man. He never gave up. He never gave up, man. He always had that heart, man. Even high school, man. College, man. Won that title with North Carolina. North Carolina Tar Heels, man. Michael Jordan got it out the mud, man. Michael Jordan got out the mud. He was always a great competitor. He always was a great competitor because that's the one thing he didn't want to do is lose. He hate losing, man. And he was a third pick. He was a third pick in the 1984 draft. Sam Bowie was number one, got picked by the Portland Trailblazers. They messed up. Hakeem Olajuwon, second pick. Houston Rockets. They messed up. Third pick, Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. Come on, man. And he said his rookie year that he said, yeah, man, like I'm trying to get a championship over here. He knew what time it was back then, man. You gotta respect that man. You gotta respect his name. At the end of the day, that was the first jersey I had back when I was in fifth grade. I was in fifth grade. That was the first jersey I had. I had the white jersey, you know what I'm saying? The white Chicago Bulls jersey and everything like that, man. That was the same time Space Jam, the real Space Jam come out. Yeah, the real Space Jam came out. Not that bull, not that Space Jam 2, that's about to come out next month. Not that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. The real Space Jam that came out in 1996, man. I want to be just like Michael Jordan, man. He had the commercials, man. I want to be like Mike Gatorade, Wheaties, the Wheaties box, things like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to be just like Michael Jordan, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. And he was going off in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, the slam dunk contest, where he was going head to head to against Dominique Wilkins. You know what I'm saying? He won that 88 dunk contest in Chicago Stadium. You know what I'm saying? I know all that, man. I remember all of that, man. And like and another thing too, man. Everybody want to overrate Scottie Pippen, man. Scottie Pippen, he was off the bench. He was on the bench when he first came in the league in 87, 88, man. He was on the bench, man. Everybody want to overrate Scottie Pippen. Said, "Oh, it wasn't for Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan wouldn't be what he is." Come on, man. Let's be for real here, man. I gotta be real with this, man. I gotta be real, man. I gotta be real when it comes to this, man. But but yeah, at first Michael Jordan's downfall was against the Celtics but he did score 63 points against Larry Bird and the Celtics, 86. But he did got beat in the first round because who else is going to be there to help him? Pippen wasn't even there yet. You know, he was playing with, you know, especially when they got beat by the Bucks, when they got beat, I mean, Sidney Moncrief and the Bucks, when they got beat by Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. Scottie Pippen wasn't ready. He wasn't ready yet, man. Where's Charles? What do you mean, man, boy? Where's Charles Barkley, man? Now, Charles Barkley, like, he one of the best power forwards of all time. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna put him on my list, man. I ain't doing that, man. But I do recognize and accept that he's one of the best power forwards of all time. But yeah, man. I want to say, then you saw what happened, man. You know, Phil Jackson, he was an assistant coach, learned under Doug Collins, and it was, you know, that was the time when they lost against the Pistons, 1989, 1990, 1991. Michael Jordan's like, man, forget that. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's like, yo, I gotta go hard. I'm tired of losing to these guys. 91, boom. He had that up and under, you know, the most famous up and under shot of all time against the Lakers. Beat Magic Johnson and the Lakers in 5 games. 92, he beat Clyde Drexler and the Blazers in six games. You know what I'm saying? He had 6 threes in a row, like one of those finals games, I think. Beat them, got that back to back. They had a three-peat against Charles Barkley. Yeah, man, boy, Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns. You know what I'm saying? He beat him. You know, Charles Barkley, he was the season MVP. Michael Jordan, like, he's still like forget that. And they almost lost against my Knicks back in '93. But that was the time I was still a Bulls fan. I ain't gonna lie. I was Michael Jordan's fan, aka Bulls fan, like from um basically I was a Bulls fan from '91 to '93, like I said. So I really didn't care about when the Knicks lost against the Bulls. You know, so I remember back in the day, my dad used to get mad. I ain't gonna lie, that same time my dad was upset, man, that the Knicks lost. But I really didn't care because, you know, I was a little kid. I didn't really know no better, man. I was just going for Michael Jordan. So I really didn't care. But man, as soon as he retired, after he won that third championship, man, he lost, you know, RP to his dad, man, when he lost his dad to that, man, man, that's sad, man. You know, that's sad, man. And like he went to play baseball and stuff like that. Then came back 96, 97, 98. That's when he had a repeat, three-peat. Got to get Dennis Rodman on the team. Scottie Pippen was you know he was doing his thing and stuff like that. You know, like a lot. 98 he was hurt. 98 finals when Pippen was hurt. Michael Jordan was like, forget that. We gonna win this ring at Utah. 98 NBA finals, man. I'll never forget that, man. When I was 12, man, hit that shot, man, because Brian Russell, man, and he won 6 rings. I was like, yo, man, ain't nobody gonna be better than this guy. And it's still right today. As of today, it's still right, man. You know what I'm saying? And you already know, he retired in '98, came back in 2002 or 2003, and you know how that happened with the Wizards. By the end of the day, man, he was too old. Who else on like Richard Hamilton? He was on the team, but he wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Stackhouse, he wasn't ready yet, so we could blame him. So yeah, man, like nobody could. Yeah, man, nobody can be better than Michael Jordan. Six Finals MVPs, 6 titles. He had multiple All-Star games, multiple. He had like I think he had like 3 All-Star MVPs. Of course, Rookie of the Year. He had many defensive titles. Like, come on, man. Yeah, for real, Eddie Retro, man. Yeah, we ain't talking about the Wizards era, man.